why it is important to manage career transitions. For a long time now, since the 2008 recessions, companies have been eliminating full-time jobs through downsizing or outsourcing. What they're doing is that companies are taking full-time jobs, they're breaking these full-time jobs into smaller tasks or projects, and they're either outsourcing them to a cheaper labor force, or they are replacing workers through artificial intelligence, technology, or other means, right? And so what they're doing is they are getting rid of full-time jobs. And now, since the global pandemic, full-time jobs are disappearing even more. And all of this to say is not to mention that companies now are going bankrupt. Fortune 500 reports that 52% of Fortune 500 companies have gone bankrupt. They have just disappeared. So companies are going bankrupt, and now more and more workers are realizing that we don't have job security like we had 2 generations ago. And so this illusion of job security is now, they're coming to realize that, well, back then, 2 generations ago, we could get a full-time job, we could keep that job for 40 years, and then hopefully the company will take care of them in retirement. And now more and more workers are realizing that that is no longer a reality. And that's why I believe it's ever more crucial now to learn how to take what we already know, our education, our experience, our expertise, and learn how to turn that into profits online. Because you see, we live in an economic era where it is even more profitable and easier to make money on the internet and compared to any other economic era in history. And so therefore, I believe that is very crucial to learn how to develop business skills and learn how to communicate our value and perceive our value more so now than ever before. And when you learn how to do this, when you learn how to build a profitable business and you learn how to perceive your knowledge and proclaim your knowledge, that is how you can create with enthusiasm and with expertise how to create the life that you want for yourself and for your family. So in this video, what I want to talk to you about are the 4 steps, the process you can take to manage your career transition so that you can recession-proof your career and recession-proof your income. Take a walk with me. Let's go. So the first step in moving from the arena of employment into the arena of entrepreneurship is to, number 1, clarify your reason. Your reason is your greater purpose. It must be a reason that is bigger than yourself, right? A reason such as, well, I want to quit my job because I hate my boss. That is not a reason that will fuel you, right? A reason that is bigger than you will give you a reason to motivate you. It will drive your desire, and it will be able to help you to weather the storm of entrepreneurship, because now this is a new arena, a new world. We're going from corporate to entrepreneur, the business world, and you will need that drive for things that will come along the way in the process, right? So a bigger why, a why that is bigger than yourself, a reason that is not fueled by hate or fueled by disappointment or fueled by anger or revenge. Reasons other than that, a reason that is motivational, a reason that is inspiring, a reason that will keep you going, that will keep you fueled at night and keep you fueled the next day. That is where you have to have a clear and compelling reason why you want to make this transition. And that is the first step. Step number 2 is to clarify your revenue. Most of the time, we are so caught up in doing our thing, right? Doing our work, doing our job, meeting our deadlines, that we don't know our numbers. And what do I mean by your numbers? Your numbers is your income and your outcome, and your outgo, I should say. So clarify your numbers. What you want to do is create a balance sheet of all your assets, your liabilities, your inflow and your outflow of money. Be very clear of what you are spending, what categories you are spending in. For example, shelter, utilities, transportation, like categories you're in, groceries. And you want to be clear of what are the moving expenses, what are the fixed expenses that are there on a weekly and a monthly basis, and be very clear on your balance sheet. So what is your net worth? Right? When you take in consideration all your assets, all the income you have coming in, and what are your outflow of expenses, what do you have left over? That is really important, because you don't want to be in a situation where you quit your job to start your business and then you run out of money. Right? You run out of money. So you want to be clear on your revenue so that you can make a clear decision on how you're going to make that transition from employment to entrepreneurship. Because here's the thing, whenever you start a business, no matter what industry you're starting your business in, who you serve, in the beginning, the start of your business, income will not be as fixed as it was when you had a salary. Right? When you had a salary, you knew exactly what you were going to get on a bi-weekly basis or on a monthly basis. You knew exactly what you were going to get paid, the taxes they were going to deduce from that, and you knew exactly what that number was going to be. right? And that's not going to be the case in entrepreneurship, especially not in the beginning, right? It will not be as easy to predict exactly the income or outflow that might come from it. Expenses will be very different. So your tracking will be very important. So that's why the second step is very important, is for you to clarify your revenue. Step number 3 is to clarify your reserve. And this is in a very particular order. Previously, the step was to clarify your revenue. Now you want to clarify your reserve. Once you have that balance sheet, what you want to do is figure out from your numbers, from having clarity on your numbers, you want to figure out what is your runway, right? How much money do you have when you consider your net worth, when you consider your income and outgo? How much runway do you have before your money runs out? And this is really important because there are going to be some startup costs to your business. Depending on what you are selling, depending on what industry you're going in, those startup costs might be different. So you want to know what your runway is, and you want to make sure that you put yourself and your family in a situation where you don't have too big of an income gap, where you have more month left over at the end of the month than you have money. What you want to make sure is that you have money left over at the end of the month and not month left over at the end of your money, right? So clarify your reserve. Know what your runway is, and that runway is measured in time. How much time do you have to grow your business? How much time do you have to make that transition? And how much time do you have before your money runs out? And you want to consider in that consideration setbacks, rainy days, and measurements like that. So this is a very important step once you have clarified your revenue, that you want to clarify your runway. Step number 4 is clarify your roadmap. Now that you have your clarity on your numbers, now that you have clarity on your reason why, it is time to build a roadmap, right? And your roadmap is your navigation, is your GPS, right? When you are going into a new arena, you want to dominate in that arena. You want to have a roadmap, which is your blueprint on how to go from where you are right now in the startup phase of your business and the startup phase of your new venture into where you want to be. Right? So this is a blueprint. It is where you are creating systems for yourself and processes that will take you from where you are right now into having something proven, where you know what the next steps you're going to take to produce the outcome that you want. Right? And so when you are ready for this, once you have your balance sheet, once you have your numbers clear, and when you are ready for your roadmap, when you are ready to take your business to the next level and to manage your career transition, I have a gift for you. I'm going to give you my blueprint, the blueprint that I used to build my business, and also I have the same blueprint which I help my clients with. So if you are interested and you want to have this exact blueprint, then there is a link below this video. The link below this video, and therefore that's where you can access this blueprint. Right? So go to below this video, you see a link. Just click on that link and access that blueprint, and I will see you on the inside. If you are listening to this and you want to transition into the arena of entrepreneurship, I want to hear from you. Like, what kind of business do you want to start? Comment below. Who do you want to serve, and what kind of business are you thinking about starting? Let me hear from you. And as well, if you like this video and you want more content on business, career, on academia, then I invite you to like this, ring the bell below, and subscribe to my channel so that you can receive a notification each time I upload a new video.